Thank God the swift action of the Enugu State Fire Service was able to address that fire before it escalated. And that report was done by Christopher Lely, who is with me in the studio uh, as our guest for today. Christopher, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's really good to be here.
All right, so this is your first time on the show.
Yeah.
I on the program, and I understand you've been into the media, radio, TV, uh, presentation. You know, doing the reports today.
Yeah.
What uh, does that mean to you? Let's start from there.
Today's incident was, the difference of this one, well, just like every other time, is this was not planned.
Okay.
You didn't get any call that tomorrow we are coming out to report to cover this an incident or something. There was no prior knowledge to what was going to happen. So you wake up, and then the next minute there's a fire outage somewhere, outbreak. Go and see how you can cover it and put it together. So this was sudden, and you go out immediately and you meet the people there, and then you see how you can come out and get something. It was it was urgent.
Okay.
It was very urgent.
At the time you got the call, where were you? Today is Sunday. Either you're supposed to be in church, or where were you?
I had a whole lot planned for the day,
Okay.
what I was supposed to do, and there was a call for duty. And it was exciting that I was available to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things that come alongside with the job. When you're called upon, you just have to be available to do it.
So let's concentrate on the incident.
Yeah.
You went there. What did you see, or what did they tell you was the cause of this fire?
Yeah, when we got there, good for us, the Enugu State Fire Service team were already there, to manage the situation. But of course, the flames were already down, the fire were off already. So just smoke that was also coming down. They were really working on the facility, the engine that was damaged. And also, when we asked the team, one of the representatives, what really was the cause, he said it was one of the facilities that maybe got damaged and then resulted to a leakage that finally resulted to this to the fire outbreak.
Okay.
That's what he said. And somehow, the good thing was they came on time. That was a good thing, because I know the residents tried their best, to put out the fire with the water. They even went to a well that was not even close by. That was how serious it was, to make sure that everything was sorted out. But then again, yeah, the leakage that led to the spill that caused the outbreak.
All right. So as of now, we can't really ascertain maybe the worth of what has been damaged or anything. Do you have any information on what the estimate of the equipment that got damaged?
Yeah, right now we don't have that information yet,
Okay.
because as at the time we went to cover the event, the facility owner that was supposed to be there, our representative, was not on ground at the moment. So we couldn't get that information. And also, if we were to have someone, let's say maybe a representative for an officer for that facility, that would have maybe ascertained this was what happened, this could be of this amount, this range, the damage, would have been helpful, but there was no one at the moment to even help with that information.
All right. This incident is one too many, I may say, because I understand. I remember quite well. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? We had a similar incident, fire outbreak within the same area. A gas plant was engulfed by fire as well, which we eventually covered. Then this one again. Then a few weeks back, we also had something, a fire outbreak at the Obede main market. This year alone, I think I can count up to 4 incidents. With this recent increase in trend in fire outbreak, what do you think would be the cause? Because we are in a rainy season. One would have said, okay, it's because we're in a dry season, I don't know, but we're in a rainy season, so we've had this fire, gas plant, this one, that one. What do you think is contributing to this frequent fire outbreak, and how can we be cautious enough to avoid bigger incidents from occurring?
Yeah, thank you. If you don't mind, I'd like to take us back
Okay.
to 2023,
Okay.
where we had one of the reports, from the fire and rescue team, where they say they had about 480 cases, reports of fire outbreak
In Enugu.
in Enugu.
Okay.
Yes, and then also they managed to save about 115 billion naira worth of goods and what have you, And also we had something in 2024, where the timber market also experienced an explosion. These have been different cases of outbreaks, fire outbreaks here and there. But the important question now is that what could be the cause of this fire outbreak? Is it carelessness? Negligence could be there. Because even in our houses, we hear people saying, if you're not using some electronics, put them off. So people even carry that out. People don't do that. You say in shops, in business places, you're done for the day, you're supposed to leave the office, put off all electronic gadgets. What have you? Put them off. If you're not using them, switch off. Most people don't do that. This is negligence from one angle. And also, we can also look at low inferiority products that people use. I know some people want to blame it on the economy. So you rather leave the quality-based products that you're supposed to buy. These electronics, you can't risk them for anything. You rather buy the cheaper ones that are not really effective, that no matter how careful you are, in most cases, they still come out bad. And most times they cause this fire outbreak. So there are different causes. But then again, another thing we should also look at for is how are people managing this? Because it seems like it's now a trend. Yesterday, it was a gas station. Today, it's a telecom facility. We don't know where it will be tomorrow.
Exactly.
We are not praying for it anyway. But then again, how can we manage these things? What are the measures to put in place to manage these very sad trends that we're experiencing right now? I think it's not too far from, if we can look out for what could cause it, then it will help us to know how we can manage it.
You've already mentioned some of the causes earlier. When you started talking, you made mention of the fire service was on ground. So I wanted to look at the government role, in first of all preventing this fire and managing outbreaks. I'm not quite sure of any fire service point around this area, but you were there. By the time you got there, were you there before them, or they got there before you? And what was their role in quenching the fire?
First of all, I would like to say the government, the Enugu State Fire Service, I think they should be applauded. They're really doing a great job, because when these guys were called, the fire service team, when they were called and when they came in, it wasn't too long. One of the residents, one of the community members there, said that it was within 30 minutes. That was really commendable. And then if you look at, the damage was not as bad as it would have if they had not been there on time. So definitely they came in on time, and that still falls back on the government. You understand? You have these people well equipped. Imagine they didn't have the water at the time, or imagine their truck, whatever they used to carry their stuff,
was no fuel,
was not good. Now imagine different lapses that would have happened. Or maybe they didn't have very good customer service. Somebody that would have taken the call, maybe pick the call to respond to that very call and come over to that place to attend to the situation at the moment. So the government, they have a major role to play. And it's not just about the government. Those that are in the different office places, being the bosses, are they really regulating the activities going on in these places? And if they have a complaint box, do they even look at it to see what people are complaining? Time management is another issue. But this very one, they tried. But we don't know about other cases. Have they really been meeting up with time? Do they pick calls when they are called? How soon can they get to places? And also, let's look at the branches. How in surplus are these branches in different areas in Enugu State and of course in the country? Because this fire incident, it could happen here today and could happen somewhere else tomorrow. they really have to be around places to meet up on time to any of the branches, to any of the outlets that would experience a fire outbreak. So the government has a lot of role to play in this.
All right. Away from this sad incident that happened this morning, thank God we didn't. There was no casualty.
Yeah.
And we didn't experience high level of damage. So coming back to you as a journalist, you said it was an impromptu call. This happen often. You know, it comes with the job. You know,
Yes.
In your experience as a journalist, have you gotten into or have you experienced a situation that is more grave than this, that made you think like, do you think I should really be doing this job at this point? You know, there are cases or situations where you have to go to places where there is insecurity, and you know. But I don't know your story. Just share your story with us.
I have actually.
Okay.
Sadly, or for the good, I have actually. I remember the NSAS that happened sometime 2022. Then I was in Lagos State. And then that day, I thought twice about this job. I asked myself, am I really sure this is the field I'm supposed to be in? Because there were tear gas, the security personnel, the police and what have you, they were shooting. And I was...
Were you at the toll gates?
I was at the toll gate, live at the event where everything was happening. I was there on the scene at the moment, and they were shooting at my back. People were running literally for their life, right? And there I was carrying out what I love so much. And the cameraman that was with me was like, how far? Where will they go now? I said, no, chill. In my mind, I was giving, yes, this is the real deal. Like, if I can't cover this event right now, when is the best time to cover it? I took the risk. And the funniest part of it was that I was almost choking because of the tear gas. The tear gas was in the air. I was choking, but then I had to stand firm. I was very passionate, and I was talking about it, and people were running at my back. I could hear a gunshot at some point. I have to turn back to check if it was around my corner, you know. But it got really bad that they started chasing us, like one-on-one this time around. I had to run for my life because they were now shooting the tear gas directly where we were. So as you are running, you see tear gas like throwing it at you. It then comes to mind that if you are going for being a reporter, a journalist, not just a journalist, any other job you're going for, you have to check your system and be sure that you're healthy. Be sure that you're okay. Because there and then, my chest, my body, I was losing out breath. I couldn't run anymore because I was running at some point. I was losing a breath. I was not myself anymore. And I was like, God, is this how I'm going to pass on? Is this going to be my story that journalists died on duty? I said, no, this would happen to me. And then we ran to a corner, we took cover. Then later on, I was okay. I asked the cameraman, let's go back and check the update.
You still wanted to go back?
I wanted to go back. That day was saying, no, we've already got enough.
Okay.
That I was like, okay, let me not use my reggae and spoil his blues. I was like, okay, no wahala. That was how it left. So that day was a day that I will never forget. There was just like a near death or a near God knows what.
You saw your life flash
before my eyes, right? And we have no idea what people face out there. People that are really on the battlefield in areas that they're even worse. Somehow I count us, those of us that are in areas that are not that bad, safe.
Well, you said something. I just want to be sure of something. Were you wearing a vest to show that you were a journalist, or you just appeared as a normal person? Because we understand that said incident didn't separate the good from the sheep.
Yeah.
You know, even celebrities were, affected and all of that. So I just want to be sure, because this is just one of many cases where we have violence against journalists.
Yeah.
You know, it's so sad. I don't know if you are aware, but the Nigerian law, or will I say the NBC law, that is binding the operation of the media as we speak.
Yeah.
Is drawn from the 1903 ordinance of the British, more like refurbished colonial laws that were being practiced and adhering to in this current dispensation, which is one of the issues we advocate year in year out. All right, so that was a whole lot of a huge experience. I don't know. I wouldn't want to say if I was the one what would happen, because but then again, that was courageous and brave of you.
Yeah.
It comes with the profession, like you said earlier. All right, so what happened Sunday morning? From preparation, the information you got, getting there and everything, how you were able to churn out the report a few minutes before the news time and all of that. Can you just give us
Sure.
a tidbit of it?
All right. Before I answer that, let's go back to the question I asked. If I was wearing any vest to really show that I was coming from an organization or establishment. Yes, I had my vest, and then I had my, of course,
Your mic?
my mic, which has our logo on it. So you can see that we are media personnel. So I don't know why you would treat us like that. But then again, just like you said, many people were a victim of that circumstance. So I wasn't surprised. Then away from that, okay, so this morning, after having all my outlined activities for the day, and then I got a call, duty call. I had to rush to the scene with our other correspondents, the camera guy. We went together, we drove in there, and it was exciting. When we got in, there was some kind of relief on the faces of the residents.
Okay.
They're like, TV people, and I don't come. They felt noticed. They felt their voice could be heard. They could be seen. And there was this peace and satisfaction that comes with that. There are places that things happen and they feel nobody could hear them or see what they're experiencing. But for media people to be there, that means they felt like their problems were almost getting solved.
I saw you talking to some of them in the video that we just watched. Was it difficult? Was it easy getting them to talk? Because there's always this situation where people, I don't know why they are always afraid to talk to the media.
Yeah.
Did you experience something?
Yeah, some people would rather not say anything. I don't know if because they were shy, or I don't know exactly what their reason was. While some people were really eager to talk. One of the men there was even joking about it, telling me that don't worry, only you 7 women will marry you. Well, it was fun,
okay,
and it was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the language part of it, when the man was speaking a language, I'm not from the Igbo part of the country, and I couldn't really understand what he was saying.
Okay.
But the exciting thing about the job is that that he's talking about the incident. You don't have to be worried. The language barrier shouldn't get to you. It's giving the mic to express himself. You understand? And then he did that, and I was grateful for him to have expressed himself. And then the women to express themselves, they were eager to talk, and they talked. And then we had the fire service team, the representative that happened to also say his thoughts as well, even if he requested not to be seen. Okay. Reasons best known to him.
Yeah, civil servant syndrome.
Yeah, thing, right.
So, well, thank you so much, Christopher.
Save Nature TV, news in your pocket.